Hey everyone, Josh here. Today I'm just going to be building up some new scrap bins. So yeah, I build my own bins for the scrap run I do and save a lot of money, but it's a lot of work. But anyway, this is the steel I bought today, a heap of plate. So the first thing I'm going to do is just put a score mark along this sheet back to 1800 and fold it, and yeah, so alright, I'm gonna get into it. Alright, so now I just got to cut the two ends out, put a few welds on, and then get the bottom put on. So I build these upside down because that way I can weld the slippers on as well while they're up that way. Get it all welded, then flip them over. So I'll keep going, cut these ends off, and yeah, it's a lot of work, but we're getting there. Right, so that's all the sheet metal cut to size. Bit of a mission, but yeah, it's all done now. So just gonna put a few welds on these bins, and then we can weld the floor on the bottoms. Alright, so I've got all the sheet metal tacked into place with the floors on, and now I'm just gonna weld the slippers on the bottom of the bins. Yeah, I build them upside down, that way I've only got to flip them over once. But yeah, going pretty good, getting there, but I know there's a lot of welding ahead of me. There's a lot of welding in these bins, but I'll just keep going, and yeah, we'll get there eventually. So alright, so it's the next day. I probably spent about 4 hours yesterday on them, and yeah, I'm really getting there. They're all put together now. Just got to do all the welding, but yeah, have a look. Now I'm gonna flip them over, do all the welds on them, and probably be all day welding, and I might get them well finished today, ready to be painted. So anyway, I'll get to work. Right, so I've done another big run of welds there, right around the top. Anyway, came up pretty good. Yeah, so I'm getting there now, just got to weld right down each corner and then right around the bottom, and a few welds inside, and then pretty much done then. So a few more hours worth of welding and we should be getting close. So let's do it. So I'm pretty much nearly done now. Just got to weld up inside this one. I've already done all the welding in this other one. It's all finished. And yeah. So I just got about another 15-20 minutes of welding, and yeah, they should be all ready to grind back and then paint. So going pretty good now. Probably about 5 or 6 hours I've been going at it all together. 4 hours yesterday and a couple of hours today. But yeah, I'll keep going and get these finished. Alright everyone, I'm really getting on there now because it's time to start painting. I went ahead and ground back all the welds, and I even built a new cradle for my motorbike shops that I pick up all the steel crates for. It's really handy because I used to hand load all the motorbike crates, but now they load this on with the forklift. They can fit a fair bit in them too, you wouldn't think, but some shops can get a ton of steel in these crates, so it saves me a lot of time, and they're pretty happy too because it all keeps contained. But yeah, here's the cradle. Alright, so I'll flip them over onto their sides, and that way I paint the bottom, and then yeah, I don't have to flip them over again after that. So yeah, we can stand them up, undercoat the whole bin inside and out, and yeah, then put my signature green paint on them, and then finally stencil them. So it's a hell of a mission, but man, once they're done, it's really worth the time and effort and money that goes into them, because yeah, I've got 18 bins after these are built, and 5 of them cradle frames for the bike shops. But righto, so I'm going to get in and start the undercoat now. Here we go. Let's get some green paint on these things. Alright, so the green paint's on now, and all that's left now is to put the stencil on. So yeah, pretty bright green, but anyway, so alright, well that's it for this one. What a mission, but we got them done. So alright guys, I'll see you on the next one.